An angel of the Lord stood in the path ahead, sword drawn, shining like fire. Balaam saw nothing, but the donkey stopped. It turned off the road and bolted into the field. But ahead, the angel waited again. The desert wind blew across the land of Moab. Far away, an enormous camp stretched across the plains. Thousands upon thousands of Israelites had arrived. King Balak stood on the palace wall, staring at the camp with fear in his eyes.
Not my people.
He had heard what happened to kings who stood against them. Nations had fallen, armies had disappeared, and now they were near his land. Balak turned quickly to his servants.
You will find
There is only
no
one man who can
safety
stop
here.
them. Bring Balaam. Servants rode out into the night, carrying silver, gold, and a dangerous request.
Miles away, in a quiet place, Balaam sat outside his house under torchlight. He was known as a prophet, a man whose words carried spiritual power. Suddenly, horses arrived. The messengers bowed and presented rich gifts before him.
King Balak asks you to come and curse Israel. Whoever you bless is blessed. Whoever you curse is cursed.
Balaam looked at the treasures, but did not answer quickly. Stay here tonight. I will ask God what I should do. That night, heaven spoke, and the answer was clear. You must not curse them, because they are blessed. Morning came. Balaam returned the gifts. I cannot go against what God has said. But the story was not finished.
A few days later, more servants arrived, more important than before. Their robes were richer, their horses stronger, their hands carried greater treasures.
King Balak says, "Name your price. Come and curse them."
Balaam's eyes lingered on the silver.
People will thank you.
His voice sounded holy, but his heart hesitated.
By your word, I
Even
shall
if
obey.
Balak gave me his palace
With my
full of
heart,
silver and gold, I cannot
Desires
disobey
that
God.
which is right.
But stay tonight.
Again he asked. This time, permission came, with warning.
You may go, but only speak what I tell you.
At sunrise, Balaam saddled his donkey, and the road,
This road stretches
began.
to the end of the world.
The morning road was narrow and dusty. Balaam rode confidently, his servants walking close behind. But unseen by human eyes, heaven moved. An angel of the Lord stood in the path ahead, sword drawn, shining like fire. Balaam saw nothing, but the donkey stopped. Instantly, its ears stiffened, its body trembled. Then suddenly, it turned off the road and bolted into the field. Move! He struck the donkey hard. The animal stumbled back onto the path. But ahead, the angel waited again. The path narrowed between vineyard walls. Again, the angel stood there, sword lifted. Again, Balaam saw nothing. But the donkey saw clearly. It pressed itself against the wall to avoid the angel. Balaam's leg slammed painfully into stone.
Ah, stubborn beast.
He beat the donkey again. Dust rose. The servants exchanged nervous looks. Something strange was happening. But Balaam's anger burned hotter than his wisdom.
The road became so narrow, there was nowhere left to turn. Again, the angel stood directly ahead. The donkey had no path left. It simply dropped to the ground beneath Balaam. Balaam exploded with rage. He raised his staff and struck again and again. Then, something impossible happened. God opened the donkey's mouth,
What have I done
and
to
the
you,
animal spoke.
that you have beaten me these 3 times?
The servants froze in terror. Balaam stared, but somehow answered as if this were normal.
Because you made me look foolish. If I had a sword, I would kill you!
The donkey turned its head slowly. Its eyes were calm. Its voice carried wounded loyalty.
Am I not your donkey? The one you have always ridden until today? Have I ever treated you like this before?
Balaam paused. For the first time, his anger weakened. No. And in that silence, God opened Balaam's eyes. Suddenly the air changed. Light flashed before him. There stood the angel, towering, sword drawn, blazing with divine authority. Balaam fell face down instantly. The angel spoke with terrible power.
Why have you beaten your donkey these 3 times?
The sword glowed brighter.
Your donkey saw me and turned away. If it had not turned aside, I would have killed you and spared the donkey.
Fear flooded Balaam's body. The animal he had beaten had just saved his life.
I have sinned. I did not know you stood in the road.
The angel lowered the sword, slightly.
Go with the men.
But speak only the words God gives you. The angel disappeared. Silence covered the road. Balaam slowly stood up. He looked at the donkey differently now, not with anger, but with awe. He gently touched its neck. The same donkey he thought weak had seen what the prophet could not, and together they continued toward Moab. But now Balaam understood. Sometimes heaven speaks through what people least expect, even through a donkey. That day, one of the strangest miracles in Scripture became a warning for all generations. A prophet could miss what an animal saw clearly. A donkey could recognize divine danger before a human did. And God proved that if necessary, He can use any voice to deliver His message.
Even the mouth of a donkey.
Because when heaven decides to speak, nothing is ordinary.
Book of Numbers,
Chapter 22, verse 28. Then the Lord opened the donkey's mouth, and it said to Balaam, "What have I done to you to make you beat me these 3 times?"
Thank you for watching. Subscribe and watch more Bible stories to grow in faith and wonder. See you in the next tale.